Hey guys, how you doing? I know I got that habit. I'm always going like this. It's not that I got anything there, that my nose itches, and I and I have that habit. And then sometimes you see me doing this too. I get hot too quick. Some Tata Fuma says menopause, pre-menopause, or hot flashes. I know, it's just habits. And like I go like this too, right, with my hat because it itches up here. I do that also. Let's talk about. I had a question that just came up there, like, what would I consider too much of a price to pay in the ATR traditions? The question is, what ATR is the person speaking about? I don't know if it's male or female. Because I understand that there is certain orishas in the Ocha pantheon that cost more than others, because it takes more that has to be done, and procedures and rituals and things that it takes more money and more time out of the priestess or priestess. Because let me tell you, from my understanding, when you do Ocha, it's not just one priest there. It's a whole bunch of priests and priestesses there in that ceremony. So, you know, it takes a lot. See, that's one tradition that I see, that it takes a lot. You know, it takes a lot of people. They are involved, and it takes, you know, some money, because there's a lot of things going on. You know, I think it's 7 days, you know, you be in the throne also, if I'm not mistaken. It's like, there's so much things in Ocha. I don't speak about Ocha because I don't practice Ocha. Have I received a couple of things of Ocha? Yes. Have I received something of Ifa? Yes. Due to my respect towards these traditions also. And not only for respect, due to the protection and the help that it gives also. You understand? So yes, I have. Now, when you speak about, like I said, Ocha, there's different santos, different orishas, and depending what orisha you're gonna get crowned, you know, I'm not gonna put no price here because I don't practice this tradition. I respect it, but I have witnessed a couple crownings from the outside, of course, you know, and have gotten and saluted the person with a medal for being crowned, you know, have paid my respects and all that. And I have seen, you know, some of the things that they do, you know, and it seems elaborate, it seems expensive. And then understanding this, and also which orisha they're being crowned, you know, 20,000 to me doesn't, if that's what was put there, if I'm not mistaken, 20,000, I have heard of even more than 20,000. You know, I have heard crownings even higher than 20,000. But I can't tell you exactly, hey, that price is too high or that price is too low. You yourself have to know, what is it that you are willing to pay, and what could you pay? You understand? Also, who are the ones that are doing these initiations to you? What lineages do they come from? Understand? Because all this has to be taken into account. See, I'd rather pay 20,000 to belong to a good lineage, have everything done correctly, all the procedures right, everything that has to be done, and done it and having it done properly, than paying 20,000 and I got a half A SS procedure or crowning or whatever being done. You know, for some of us, it looks like it's expensive. For some of us, it looks like it's not. It all depends. What is it that you're seeking? What is it for? Who is doing it? How many people are involved? You got to look at a lot of things, especially when you're dealing with the Orishas. It's a lot of things. In Nkisi Malongo, there are also prices that to some would seem high, because they have heard of other prices by other tatas, you know, that will charge probably for let's say an nganga, 3,000-4,000. You know, and I'm not saying that they don't work. You know, there are those who charge that, and there are those who charge more. And sometimes don't look at it that you're paying just for the crowning, or you're paying just for the nganga. See, you have to keep in mind, and this is what a lot of us don't get. Just listen to me clearly. If you find a good house, right? A good, let's say, Palo house, Palo Mayumbe house, right? And they're charging you 10,000 for an nganga. And you know that padrino madrina is good, and that they're going to teach you. They told you they're going to teach you. They told you it's their responsibility to teach you, and they're going to keep their word and try the utmost to teach you. And you know, within parameters and within levels, slowly but surely. But they are doing their duty, and they're teaching you. Why are you worrying about it? It costs you 10,000. Number one, is done correctly. Number two, the teaching behind that is worth way more. The teaching behind that is worth way more. If they're teaching you correctly and giving you the things that you need to be self-sufficient, they're not holding you back. They want you to also be able to keep on progressing on your own. You know, you got them as backup, but you could do certain things yourself. Is that expensive? See, that's where this comes in. The noggin comes in. And because of all the scammers and everything, I know I've been through it. I know that this is the problem. Why we look at something higher and lower. But for somebody there's a good nganga that's willing to teach you and to build your nganga, 10,000 to me seems fine. Yes, I could look at it in another way. Wow, that's a little too much, you know. But would you rather pay 10,000 and have a tata or yaya that teaches you and built you an nganga, or would you rather pay $4,000 somebody that built an nganga for you but doesn't teach you nothing? Not saying that the nganga is not valuable, because of course it's very valuable. But the teaching and how to implement it, you know, to me, I think that's very important. Because what am I going to do with an nganga that I myself don't know how to work with? Like, really? Am I going to sit with that nganga and do makeup things? Oh, yeah, we got the basics. I know. We're going to go Google. We're going to go Yahoo. We're going to go Wikipedia. We're going to go look up sigils. We're going to buy books that has this, that has that, without not even knowing if those sigils are going to work with your prenda and with your spirituality. Without knowing what those sigils mean. Just because it says Centellandoki or Sarabanda or Mamachola, and they saw your sigil, and you're already writing that sigil and doing that and doing whatever you're doing, you don't even know what the heck that sigil is for. You understand? So it's not the point so much of, you know, when I say a lot, you know, it's the overboard of paying for things that doesn't come with nothing in return. That's when I say you pay. When you pay, if you pay, don't overpay, or when you're paying a lot. If you can't get return of what you're paying for, then to me that's overpayment. That's overpaying. What is the return I'm talking about? The return I just spoke about. Having someone that just not building you an nganga, but someone that's leading you. Hey, this is your nganga. Look, at this is built this way. This is for this. This is for that. Look at those firma. Look at how we do this. Look at how we do that. Now you got to start learning this. Now you got to start learning that. Now you got to start learning divination, learning how to read this. Now you got to learn communication. When you got, you know, little by little, you know. That's what's important, and that's worth, to me, 10,000. Man, it's worth more than 10,000. Am I gonna sit here and tell you how much I pay for mines? No, because it's no one's business what I pay for mines. But what I have paid in the past, I have exceeded 10,000. Way more than that. Because I just have not received and 2 ngangas. This is my 3rd. I have received other things also. You understand? That becomes expensive and timesome, and that's how I want you guys to look at it. You know, the payoff is not just what you're getting as far as the spiritual item, the receptacle. It's also what's coming with it. Yeah, that's an important part. But what's coming with it? If you're getting a knowledge, understanding, how to practice, how to implement all this, then let me tell you, 10,000 is nothing. 10,000, it's gravy, how we say. I just look at and say sometimes that don't overpay, but this is what I mean about not overpaying. None of us can really put a price on anybody's price. Like I can't say, oh, that Tata overcharged you. Why? Because I don't know what he built for you. I don't know how he built it. I don't know what he's giving you. If he's teaching you, if he's not teaching you, if he just scammed you. I don't know none of these things. So it's hard for you to call me and me tell you, you overpaid. You have to know in some way, somehow, what are you getting from that? What return are you getting from that? You know? And sometimes it just doesn't have to do with return as far as just a tata. It's also what the nganga does for you and for your health and for your life. You understand? That's what I'm trying to talk about also. You know, so, you know, hopefully you understood a little bit what I'm trying to say. We're not here to put prices on people's things and tatas and yayas, and, you know, we can't do it. But some things cost more than others. Some things it's better to pay for it and have it done right, and having the people to back you up that's worth more than paying a price that there's no return from it. You know, that you're not getting any help, that you don't even know what you're doing with it. You know, it's like, that's not what you wanted it. You know, so we just got to be very careful and understand these differences, you know, how to look at things in different ways. You know, like when I was younger, yeah, I would look at things like that. Oh, I just paid for that. You know, like I didn't look at it like, I didn't look more ahead, you know. And as you get older and you start being more and more and looking at things and seeing things, then you start appreciating more. especially when you see that the people that you're with are doing things to help you out. You know, I'm not saying for free, because not everything is for free. You know, there's value in this, and we have to put value in the things that we have. If we don't show value, then nobody's going to respect it. It's unfortunate, but that's how it is. Short video like always, guys. And salam alaikum, alaikum salam. Que cambie la gutara hoy, mañana, y siempre. I pray that the Most High bless you guys today and always. Have a great day.